What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and it's time to preview Week 6 of the college football season in the ACC. We've got a big matchup coming up Thursday night. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's Louisville at NC State. ESPN Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Louisville, a 4-point favorite on the road, which is a bit of a surprise to me. I like NC State in this game. This one's on my upset alert video because obviously I just said I like NC State to win this game. Their defense, I think, will do a good enough job on Lamar Jackson, and their offense, I think, will put up a lot of points. This Louisville defense has really struggled against some of the better offenses. Even against North Carolina, they get up a lot of points. Clemson torched them. Purdue getting put a lot of points. So, yeah, this Louisville defense, I don't think they're going to be able to stop NC State. Jalen Samuels, the do-it-all tight end for NC State. I think they win it by, at least a touchdown. I really think Thursday night, crowd will be into it. I'm surprised, again, that Louisville is the favorite in this game. But sometimes Vegas might be smarter than me. We'll see. ESPN 2, Saturday, 12 o'clock Eastern. It's Wake Forest at Clemson. All right, Wake Forest was looking good. They almost beat Florida State last week. What would the spread be if Wake Forest had won that game? I don't know. It might be a lot smaller. Clemson at home, 21-point favorite. They had that letdown against Boston College a couple of weeks ago, and then they had to get up for Virginia Tech. Are they going to have another letdown? I tell you, if they have a letdown in this game, Wake Forest is good enough. Their defense is good enough to make this game low-scoring, hang around, and have a chance to win in the fourth quarter. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Clemson probably learned from their mistakes in that Boston College game, and I think they win this one around that 21-point mark. I don't think it'll be a really big blowout, but I do like Clemson to win pretty big in this one, and a second loss in a row for Wake Forest. All right, ACC Network, Saturday, 12:20 Eastern, Duke at Virginia. Virginia, a 2.5-point favorite. I guess that's about right because we just saw Duke lose to Miami. They were really outmanned in that game. Virginia, a bye week, but before that they had a big win over Boise State. So this is an interesting matchup. I think it'll be an excellent game. I mean, it's not, two high-profile teams, but I think it'll be a game that comes down to the wire. Benkert for Virginia, I think, might be the difference, but hey, give me Duke in this game. Duke's already played a lot of tough games. I think they're going to go in on the road, get some revenge from last year's loss, and I think Duke wins this one by a field goal, but it could go either way. I think it's going to be a really good game, a fun one to watch. A lot of points in this one. All right, next game. We've got Saturday, 12:30 Eastern. I don't know what CHSS is. I don't know what channel that is, but Pitt at Syracuse, 4.5-point favorite for Syracuse. Who would have thought, Syracuse would be favored over Pitt? That's how bad it is at Pitt right now. Eric Dungy has been playing well for Syracuse. I think they put up a lot of points on this pretty poor Pittsburgh defense. I do think it's a close game. I think it's a game that goes down to the wire. But, hey, I like Syracuse to win this thing. They're 2-3, but they've been playing better. They played close with NC State and LSU. So I like them to go out and get this win in a close game, a field goal game. But give me Syracuse in this matchup. Okay, how about a game that we thought was going to be huge this year? The injury to DeAndre Francois has really changed things. It's Miami at Florida State, ESPN Saturday at 3:30 Eastern. Oh, this is an interesting game. Miami's defense has looked really good. Rozier at quarterback has looked really good at times. And then Walton at running back, Richards at receiver. They got a lot of weapons, but they've been a little inconsistent. A slow start against Toledo. Last week against Duke, they didn't look great at times. Florida State is going to be desperate for this win. I think Blackman's getting better at quarterback. So I think it's going to be a close game, a game that comes down to the wire. And give me that Florida State defense and that home field advantage. I like Florida State to pull off the minor upset here in a classic game. Game that comes down to the wire. Maybe even goes to overtime, something like that. I think Miami coming in, they're going to be a little overconfident because of no DeAndre Francois. And Florida State pulls off the upset. All right, ABC, Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. It's Notre Dame at North Carolina. Notre Dame, 17-point favorites. I like them big in this game. I think they win by more than 17. I think they win by at least 21, 24 points. North Carolina cannot play any defense. Brandon Wimbush and that Notre Dame offense have really gotten it going as of late. Even what they did against Georgia. Look how good Georgia's defense has played since that game. I know they weren't great in that game, but they still put up some points. And so I like Notre Dame, again, to win big. North Carolina puts up, some points, but not a whole lot. So let's see. We're going to go with like 45-17, something like that. Again, I think Notre Dame wins big. North Carolina is just terrible right now, especially on defense. We'll see. It could be a shootout. If North Carolina can get that offense going, maybe they can get into a shootout and hang around, but I don't think it happens. All right, next game we've got is Virginia Tech at Boston College. This is actually our last game. This is on ESPN2 Saturday at 7:15 Eastern. It's a night game. How will Virginia Tech respond to that loss against Clemson? They were coming in thinking they might be able to pull that upset off, and they go out and really just get manhandled by Clemson. Clemson's a really good team. Last year, Virginia Tech won by 49. Boston College coming off a win against a group of 5 team, but they've hung around with Clemson. So I like Boston College to keep this one close. I think it's a one possession game, but Virginia Tech makes a play late to win it in what could be a very underrated game this weekend. It could be one of those that comes down to the wire. So give me Virginia Tech in a close game, as Lee Corso would say. All right, so that's it for the ACC. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Go ahead and leave a comment down below. That Florida State-Miami game, I think that's going to be one to watch. And I'm going for that upset. I think Florida State pulls it off. That's maybe a lot of people probably won't agree with that one. So we'll see what you all think. That's it for the ACC. Still to come, we've got our Big 12 preview. Yeah, Big 12 preview and Pac-12 preview. So make sure you watch out for those videos. Thanks for watching this one, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.